welcome to another episode of Asexualized, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual journey in order to help you in yours. So if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button below right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as we're going along if you're finding the content useful, helpful, insightful in any way, shape or form. Those thumbs up really help, even if you just find the channel entertaining or you want to give it some light love. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So if you didn't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, author of this beautiful book, Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, Love, Life and Sex, A Celebration of Asexual Diversity. I'm also the founder of asexualise.com, the founder of Asexualise Academy. Welcome to tonight's very important episode, which is all about, wait for it, the title. If you wouldn't ask your mother to do it, then don't ask me to do it. These people are insane. I mean, they are completely insane. Off their trilly tromp. I don't know what's going on in their brain. Right? So, hi Sam, nice to see you. I'm really looking forward to seeing you soon as well. I'm seeing my best friend soon. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's really good. Nice to see you. So yeah, these people are absolutely insane, right? So I'm on Facebook today, right? And I get this message from this guy, right? He's foreign, he is good looking, and he lives in the UK. In London, it said on his profile, right? We all know what profiles can do, right? So he said hi, or well, he said hello on Facebook, right? And I looked through his profile. He looks a bit old, to be honest, because he's balding a bit. But then I was with a guy years ago, and he was like, I don't know how old he was, late teens, early 20s. This is when I was a teenager myself, and he was going bald at that age. Just because someone's going bald doesn't mean to say they're that old. But he did look older in some other photographs. But anyway, he's foreign. And I read through his profile and he looked like he might be Bangladesh. He did look Indian actually, but when I read it, I think he's from Bangladesh, but I didn't get that far to tell, right? Because this is how the conversation went. So I'm just going to read through my Facebook Messenger chat and you can see how the conversation went, right? And then you'll know why this video is titled, If You Wouldn't Ask Your Mother to Do It, Then Don't Ask Me to Do It, right? So he said hello at 12:19 a.m. this morning, and I check my other messages quite frequently these days because obviously with me being in sexual dating groups, not just asexual anymore, I often get them going to my other messenger. Not, you know, if you're not friends with someone on Facebook, they don't go into your normal messenger, they go into your other inbox or your spam inbox. So you must always be checking that. You know, if you didn't already know that. So I check it quite frequently these days, right? And he said hello at 12:19 a.m. this morning, right? So I didn't reply to 7:04 p.m. because I didn't even notice it till later on. So I said hi, right? I said, I see you also live in the UK. How do we know each other and how can I help you? And then he said, hello, princess. Well, obviously, when a guy calls you princess and they don't even know you, it's kind of like usually coming from a sexual point of view. Do you know what I mean? So although I like the fact of being called princess in the actual asexual type of way, as in I'm like a princess, as in I like Disney, this is not what this guy means because clearly he is not asexual. So he says, hello, princess. Yes, I do live here, but I don't know you. I like to know you if you don't mind. I see you from Facebook. And he's written that in some part text speak. And I've put, well, he's replied at 9:21 p.m. So he took a while to get back to me. So I've put, well, this is when I first speak to him. I put, well, I hate sex. I'm hetero-asexual, not heterosexual. Asexuality is a sexual orientation that is the lack of sexual attraction. I'm not on Facebook to hook up with guys, you know? I'm not on Facebook to hook up with guys, you know? I see you live in Exeter from your profile. Me, I answered yes. I live in Yeovil Junction, not far from you, which is true. He lives not far from me if he lives there. Not that far, but far enough, you know. I wouldn't want to travel there. Anyway, I said, your profile says you live in London. He then replied, yes. And I said, so why? And he said, but I work here. That's why I live here. So why say you live in London when you don't? But came from London. Yes, I live London because came from London, work here. So what is your purpose for messaging me? If I say I like you, you don't know me. No, just see pic in profile. Are you single? Yes, but I hate sex. Me too. I don't think so. Wait while you hear what he's got to say, you know. So it's definitely not asexual, right? I hate it when people just lie and make up bullshit. Excuse my language, but they do, you know. I put but I hate sex. Me too, right? I have heard a ton of heterosexual guys say the same thing to me. They were all lying. Do you like to go out? Yes. Cinema? Yes. Coffee? I don't drink coffee. Go to new area to see. I wouldn't meet up with any random guy off the internet. Stay hotel together. Can you believe this guy? He actually asked me to stay in a hotel with him, and I don't even know him, on Facebook. Yes, I'm shouting at this point because I'm really angry with this type of behaviour. It's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I just can't believe someone even have the nerve to do that on the internet, in Messenger or Facebook. I just don't get it. So I stay hotel together. So I put no, N-O in capitals. Okay. I put disgusting. But meeting, I already told you I hate sex. I hate sex. I hate sex. Not sex. And I also hate a guy who does not listen. Just talk. There is no way I would go to a hotel room with some random guy. Never. Oh. Why are you asking a woman this? But go to zoo. Don't you have any morals and standards? Cinema. I don't need to stay in a hotel to go on a date with someone. Okay. I hate marriage. I don't want kids ever either. I don't like as well. I like living on my own. That's good. And I do not like a guy who is dishonest and has bad intentions. Okay, if I come to Exeter to meet you, what would you say to your mother if a random guy from Facebook who didn't even friend request you suddenly messaged her and asked her to stay in a hotel room with him? You would tell your mother to block him and protect her against the evil sex mad guys in this world. Okay, that's fine, don't worry. If it's not good enough for your mum, it's not good enough for me. I am disgusted you even would suggest going to a hotel room. I do date guys, and I am seeking a sex-free relationship but not with a secretive, sex-mad guy like yourself. I didn't say I want to go with you. Just say what I like. You asked me to stay in a hotel room with you. I like to be your friend if you want. No, I don't even know you. I have enough friends. If we want, okay, that's fine. Sorry. Okay, sorry, okay. And then he blocked me. Or he cut my conversation off as like, this person is available right now. But when I went to his profile, he blocked me. So I blocked him back now. As I thought there was absolutely no way I want to talk to this guy again. You know, it's a shame because he was good looking. He was kissable, you know, but he was older anyway. But, you know, and he did live not far from me. But, I mean, what an ass. Sorry, but, you know, these people. Hi, Heather. Nice to see you. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if a guy wants to come and see me, for one, he should come and travel to my city to meet me in a public place. And he shouldn't be some random guy off Facebook that I don't even know. Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting. And that's why I said to him about the mother thing, because these I like foreign guys. I speak to foreign guys a lot online. I've got foreign guy friends online for a long time, and I know that they have high respect for their mothers, right? So I always think to myself that, you know, if some person was asking their mother what they are asking me, they would be absolutely disgusted, and they would say to their mother, do not speak to this person, mum. And they would protect their mum. Do you know what I mean? They're very protective of their mothers. The mother's the head of the household. She's a king, basically. Sorry. Giant ass, says Sam. Yeah, exactly. He's a giant ass, although I'd rather not see his ass. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I always think now, if they wouldn't ask their mother it, why ask me it? It's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I don't know what goes on in these people's heads, though. It's insanity. What goes on? It's not normal behaviour. I mean, what person in their right mind, you know, who's supposed to be a, you know, business guy or working guy or whatever, what guy randomly blimmin' messages a woman, especially when she said 3 times, 4 times, I hate sex. I mean, how much more clearer do I have to make it to him? And if he was respectful and really liked me, he'd go, oh, no, probably we definitely wouldn't say about a hotel room. And he'd say about video chatting or something, or he'd say about emailing first or something. You know what I mean? It's just insanity. Absolutely insane. These people are off their flaming rockers, and I don't mind saying that. Off their rockers. Horn dog. Exactly, Heather. I don't know what goes on with these people. I thought, all right, that's right. Block me before I tell everyone else what you're like. Not that I go around doing that. I've got better things to do with my time, to be quite frank with you. But you know what I mean? That's why I wanted to say that thing about the mother. You know, what would happen if someone said that to your mother? Do you know what I mean? You block them. You tell her to block him, or probably do even worse to the person. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely disgusting. I don't know what goes on in these people's heads, but when I say that to a foreign person, they know what it means. Because they protect their mothers, they love their mothers. The mother's the head of a household. They're very domineering, a lot of their mothers, you know, whatever the mother says goes. It's really weird because in some cultures, they don't treat the woman very well within the marriage, like they're subservient to the guy. Yet, it's like a really, really, really double-edged sword. It's the fact that, you know, the mother's the head of a household, and she what she says goes, and her children have to kind of do what she says. So it's kind of like very weird. It's kind of like, in the relationship with her and her husband, usually when they're married, she's usually, I'm not saying this is true of everyone, but traditionally she's more subservient to the husband. You know, the husband, you know, is, you know, she cooks and cleans for him or whatever. But in terms of the head of a household, because she's like a housewife usually, then, you know, what she says goes, and she wouldn't put up with rubbish like that. So why is he speaking to me like that? It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, absolutely disgusting. I cannot understand it at all. I really can't understand a person's mentality like that, you know? I got someone else friend requesting me earlier. I don't know what it was because I can't see who it is, or trying to connect with me. I've got a message come up on my phone. So yeah, so you know, it is, you know, when you see that, it's kind of frustrating because you're like, you know, like you do, especially if you are looking for a relationship, and then an idiotic guy like that comes along and starts saying stuff like that. You're like, it's a little bit frustrating in the sense that it's like, oh, he is foreign and he's kind of the look I like, and he lives not far from me, yet it's highly sexual and disgusting. Do you know what I mean? It gets a little bit frustrating, this random guy turn up. I'm like, why can't a nice random asexual Indian guy turn up in my life and be the right guy to be in a relationship with? Would be nice. The British guy, by the way, that I spoke about yesterday, he hasn't messaged me today, so whether or not he's changed his mind about the date, I do not know. Thanks for the thumbs up. But what you've got to remember is it doesn't matter, because when hi Eddie, nice to see you. What you've got to remember is if someone doesn't get back to you or follow through on a date, it doesn't matter, because there are plenty of other people out there in the world. So the British guy, I was hearing from every day. Well, he's only just started messaging me recently. But you know, he asked me on a date. Like I said, some people, they don't actually message back in between when you've arranged the date, right? But I think if a guy's really keen on you to do, so the fact that he has messaged you today, I know he's probably with his friends still because he said he wasn't free till the weekend, so it might just be that. But you have to just understand that if anyone changes their mind, they don't turn up for the date, they stop talking to you for whatever reason. It's nothing that you've done. It doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? you've just got to like move on, right? Move on. And like, I mean, like, I think 2020 is probably the year I'm going to date a lot, actually. Like, I'm going to be going out clubbing more, probably. You know, I'm going out clubbing on Tuesday. And so I might meet a nice foreign guy there to kiss again, you know. And at the end of the day, unless a guy can come along who's really worth my time and actually worth me being in a relationship with and serious and committed about that, there's absolutely no point in me going after. Well, I don't go after guys anyway, you know. There's no point in me, you know, like worrying about it. Do you know what I mean? I may as well just kiss some random foreign guys, enjoy it, and then not bother with all the relationship stuff when a guy's not even going to commit to me. Do you know what I mean? If they cannot make time for you, they are not worth it. Thank you, Eddie. Exactly, you know? Exactly. I mean, the British guy I haven't heard from today, right? You know, and he might be with his friends, but he was messaging me before when he was with his friends. So unless something drastic happened, maybe he's changed his mind, and that's okay. I just wish he'd said, I've changed my mind. It would have been nice, but I don't know for definite. He might be with his friends and he might just not, because he's never had a relationship before or done dating before. Maybe he doesn't know what you're kind of supposed to do. But at the end of the day, you know, potential relationship wise, exactly, Eddie. If they can't make time for me, they aren't worth it. Do you know what I mean? It's just not, there's no point. There's plenty more fish in the sea. There's loads of guys interested in me, just not the right guys, unfortunately, usually. So yeah, this is really weird. So yeah, I've had some other people, right, from the sexual dating group, because this guy I just spoke about, he wasn't in any dating group. He just randomly came across my profile picture on Facebook. He wasn't, because I can see, you know, you can see in Messenger if they're part of any groups you're part of. So I knew he wasn't. So thanks, Sam, for agreeing about that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, if the British guy doesn't get back to me, or he's not messaging me, then obviously he's not that serious like I thought he might be. But that's okay. People are entitled to change their mind. I still wish him lots of love, luck, happiness. He might pop up again, but obviously, you know, if I had the if I do have the Skype chat with him, I'll just have to let him know that these are my requirements and standards, you know. And I couldn't be in a relationship with someone, or really it's no point in dating someone, is there, that's not going to even give you the time. You know what I mean? It's a bit weird going on a date with someone who's not really into you. I'd rather go on a date with someone who's quite into me. Right, so yeah, so from the sexual group, you know, there's one person who's looks like their profile's been removed from Facebook, because they're no doubt false person. And then, oh, what was it? There was some guy who messaged Kev, you know, there's this other guy, and it's like, oh yeah, I didn't answer him. He's from the disabled dating group, but he's got he's got a symbol. Do you know what I mean? It's like when they've got a symbol, it's obvious they're up to dodgy stuff. Although, you know, not even a symbol. Sorry, he's got the outline of a picture of the head of someone. You know what I mean? So, and then there's this other guy that's like, how are you doing? And he, you know what I mean? I laugh. This person's insane as well. These type of people are insane, right? This is another scenario. This is from actual dating group, right? A sexual dating group, though, not the same as the other guy that randomly saw my pic, right? So he's put, hello, Mrs. How are you doing? I don't really like to be called Mrs. because it sounds like I'm someone's wife when I'm not. And it's a bit weird term. It's like, do you really call women that? Maybe, I mean, some people call them Miss out of some respect. But when you click through his profile, right? I mean, I've seen this with not just sexuals. I think I've seen some of these things with asexuals, to be fair. But you know what I mean? It's like, this is the type of thing that I would never, ever connect with a guy, right? First of all, he's in a relationship, a complicated relationship. So why the heck he's in a UK singles group, I don't know. But if it's complicated, I guess it might be polyamorous, theoretically speaking. Open relationship. But anyway, I would never get into any situation with a guy who is literally in a relationship with someone. Obviously, he's a highly sexual guy. I can just tell that from the pictures. So there's no way I would be even interested in him, right? He doesn't live in this country, so taken no notice whatsoever of my post saying I want a British guy. But this is a type of thing, right? He's put, fear no man, trust no bitch. I mean, why on earth, as a woman, would you want to really ever connect with a guy who speaks about women like that? Fear no man, trust no bitch. I mean, it's disgusting. Heather, maybe he is a swinger. Which one, Heather? Probably all like that. Oh yeah, this guy, complicated guy. Complicated is getting another. While the things are in debate with the other relationship. Yeah, I agree, Eddie. Complicated basically means I can, excuse my language, shag who the heck I want when I'm meant to be in a relationship. That's what it actually means. That's what heterosexual speak means, isn't it, Eddie? We know, even though we're asexual, we do know these things, or some of us do anyway. Some of us have got a bit more experience. So yeah, so, you know, a guy speaking like that, trust no bitch, is disgusting. Why on earth would I connect with a guy there? And works at none of your fucking business, excuse my language, because that's what he actually says in his profile. So do you know what I mean? It's like, why would I connect with a guy like that? I mean, I have seen people apply to my asexual groups. I think I've even seen women. I've done too much bad stuff. Oh, bless you. I think I've seen women even apply to my asexual groups that have got stuff like that. Like, I'm a bitch. Don't mess with me. And I don't usually let those people in. I just usually decline their request to be in my asexual groups. I don't want people with that attitude. There's no need for that attitude in life, you know? It's not a good person that's having that attitude, you know? It's not going to be someone who's open and honest, is it? And able to actually communicate with you properly and get a real relationship. You know? Just delete the request. He sent me a friend's request. Just delete the request. I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? It's just, these people are so weird. You know, it's like, why? And they're just insane. Absolutely insane, these people are. I don't want to hear from him. Let's block him. Block. Done. Next. You know, I just think it's good for me to go through some of these so you can see, you know, what they're like. You know what I mean? It's just like, they're absolutely insane, these people are. Absolutely insane. Have I said they're insane? I don't know how many times I keep saying it. But let me go back because I'm trying to see them in Messenger. I know someone else sent me a request earlier, but I don't know what the heck that was about. Oh, hang on a minute. Show. Sorry, I have filters on my YouTube because to keep people who are not being nice out. So I have to like approve comments. Some of them. I've seen a few too. Yeah, that's a negative trait. It's like a guy saying I'm an asshole. Exactly. It is like a guy saying I'm an asshole. You know? It's very much like that, you know? It's like, well, what's the point? I just don't understand these people. Like, I don't understand why they just don't try and improve their life and themselves instead of like, do you know what I mean? They just have no sense of responsibility about themselves. It's like life's got nothing to do with me. And then there's this other one that I don't know what that was about. He's a member of this UK singles group and all he's put is me. I mean, like, what the hell is me mean? Again, these people are absolutely insane. What does the word me mean? It's like, and this person, oh, right, he has got a video, actually. Oh, my God, he's got a video. I don't know who it is, of an army type of person. Oh, no, that's not him. It's just someone he's randomly shared from the internet. Yeah, there's no pictures of him, I don't even think. It's one of those cartoon caricatures he's put on there. Again, these are really, really dodgy things. Really, really dodgy things, you know? He reminds me of a guy actually that connected with me a very long time ago that had a lion on his thing. So unless it's someone I knew from my past, that's very funny. But I don't think it would be because I think that guy just completely doesn't ever message me ever again, which is good. But it's weird they've got both there, you know, but it's weird he put me. It's like, what the hell is me meant to mean? Do you know what I mean? These people are absolutely insane. I just don't get them. Just weird. Very, very weird and strange people. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh my Lord. Please help me. They're just so insane. And he's got I mean, what sort of name's that? Kamain. I mean, these people are just randomly make up messages. Randomly make up messages, right? They just make up names, make up messages, I think. Right, and then this one is put hi. And this person, again, isn't even in the UK, right? And they've got scenery as their... they've got some photographs on there, real photographs. But it's like, they've actually got a real photograph on there of this guy. Oh, right. Oh, and he's got one of England. I don't know if he lives in England or... Oh, he's actually got pictures of himself, which makes a change because most of them actually haven't. But he looks older. Do you know what I mean? He's got a beard and stuff. I think I looked at him. I can't remember what was wrong with him, but what's wrong with a lot of these people? Yeah, so he just messaged me hi, but I don't even know where he lives. I think I worked out he doesn't even live here. I don't know though because he's got an England thing on. Viva la Underground. Oh well, he looks really older though, but he's foreign by the sounds of it. Shall I say a hi back to him? That could be funny, couldn't it? So these people are really, really, really strange. And then we've got, who else have we got? Some random people. Oh, this was the guy, right? I mean, I clearly put in my profile in the sexual singles group. Hang on a minute, we've got new people here. Right, okay, sorry. I'm trying to manage Facebook as well as speak to you as well. So, where are we? Negative trait. It's like a guy saying asshole. Oh, it's a big red flag. Eddie. One must work on self and communication before they should dare try to bring someone into her life. This is absolutely true. Dwayne Johnson for life. Hi, what are we doing here? Are we trying to find a partner for the lady? Oh, dear me. Oh, very funny, Dwayne. Right. So we are talking about messages that I've got from random guys on Facebook who aren't impressing me whatsoever and talking rubbish. So this guy, right, so clearly in the sexual singles group, I've put that I don't like sex. I don't, because I'm asexual. I don't want marriage, don't want kids, don't want to live with that. You know, I like living on my own, basically. And I'm into younger guys in their 20s, right? This guy contacted me. Again, you know, it's insane, right? They just don't listen. Right, this guy is going, hello, darling, I'm single, I'm 59, I'm from Kent. I would love to get to know you, and you're really good looking. Hope to hear from you soon, sweetie. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Well, I have to say, as an older guy, I suppose he's got bottle, and I suppose, you know, like, at least he's actually, like, you know, trying to meet women. I guess at his age, it should be quite, you know, like, I got to praise him for that because it is kind of harder sometimes. But it's like, I clearly said I want a guy in his 20s, not a 59-year-old, right? And he works as a caretaker at home. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not interested in that type of guy. He is way too old for me. I'm not attracted to an older guy. He looks old as well. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, I'm not interested in him. It's just ridiculous. And then this is a guy that literally hasn't even got a picture. And he's going, hello, I'm interested in a sexual relationship with you, right? And literally he's got nothing on his profile. And there was one guy, right, who messaged me. And, oh, where's he gone? He messaged me. And, oh, God, this is what I got through today, Thursday, right? I only saw it today. Again, these people are absolutely insane. Eddie, they don't want to listen. They want to try to change your mind about the age. Maybe other things. Dwayne, 59 is too old. Come on, they look like grandpas. Exactly. They are too old for me. Way too old for me. I'm not interested. That's what I said. I'm interested in guys in their 20s, but I don't like sex. So it's pretty obvious if I want a guy in his 20s, I'm not going to be anywhere near like a guy in his 50s. Especially not one that looks older. It was nearly 60, 59 years. So this guy messaged me on Thursday, but I only saw it today. Again, this is another guy that's insane. He writes stupid stuff. I know it's a pretty messed up question, but does it matter if a guy is circumcised? Laugh out loud. At the end of the day, I don't want sex. I'm asexual. Comprende? As in, I don't like sex. I'm not sexually attracted to a guy. I don't get the need, urge, or want for partner sexual intercourse. I'm not interested in that. Yeah, I've clearly put all this in my post. I'm not interested in sex. And what the hell does it matter if he's circumcised or not? Because I'm not going to be looking at his penis because I'm not interested in looking at a man's penis. Wait, what the F was that message? This is a message from a guy in UK Singles, which is not an asexual group. It's a sexual dating group that I'm in, which has got like 3,000 something people in it. And he's, he said, I know it's a pretty messed up question, but does it matter if a guy is circumcised? Laugh out loud. Yeah, exactly. They clearly don't actually read my post because I don't want sex. So I can give a toss. Not literally. I can care less where he's circumcised or not because I don't want sex. I don't want his penis anywhere near me. I don't even need to see him naked. Thanks very much. One plus is they didn't try to show you it. But geez, yeah, exactly. They didn't try to show me. But I've had that type of question before. I've had the type of question before about circumcised. I had it from a supposed asexual guy, and I'm thinking, I don't really think you're asexual, mate. You're asking me questions like that. But why would you ask me questions like that? Does it matter if I'm circumcised if you're not going to have sex with me? It doesn't. Do you know what I mean? I'm not interested in a guy's penis. Clearly I'm not. If I don't want sex, I'm blocking that person, you know? It's just like my block list gets a lot more and more. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, these people are absolutely insane. That's what I said. A man that is willing to sacrifice his sex life, I don't know, really difficult to find. Oh, hi, Dwayne. Well, Eddie, who's in the chat, Dwayne, he is heterosexual and he's got an asexual girlfriend, actually, so he doesn't have sex. So I know, Dwayne, that you obviously are a heterosexual guy and not an asexual guy, but people do actually have a no sex relationship and love, live and be happy without sex. But I appreciate, Dwayne, that you obviously are not that type of person. You really need sex, but some guys can be without sex. Do you know what I mean? So people do send dick pics on the internet, which is very inappropriate. Oh, you're a girl, Dwayne, are you? Oh, sorry. So you're a heterosexual girl, are you? Oh, I do apologise, but not asexual. Okay, sorry, I can't see your pic. Like your pic looks like your pic from far away looks like a guy, but I can't see it. I do apologise because I haven't obviously clicked through your profile. I can't see what it looks like. It's very blurred. Eddie, my love and I spoke about sleeping in the same bed, and I have to wear boxers, and I have not worn them since I was 17. Sorry, Dwayne. Anyway, I do apologise. I'm not the girl in the pic, laugh out loud. Oh, that's okay. You know, I get so many people on the internet who don't show who they are. Sam, I get sent dick pics. It leads to an auto-blocking and reporting. Yeah, it's disgusting. Eddie, yeah, I can understand your asexual girlfriend in wanting you to wear boxers, shorts in bed. Because like when I was with when I've dated heterosexuals and I have let them stay in the same bed as me, which is, you know, like takes a lot for me to do to trust them, they have to have something on their bottom part, whether it's pajamas or boxer shorts or pants that are pushed. I prefer pajamas covering it all up, really. Where are you from? Okay, I understand it. Also, I'm okay with it. Yeah. Foxy Rain, where am I from? I'm from the UK, and no, I don't want to get married, and I don't want to have a visa. But thanks for asking. So, I just thought I'd put that one in there because I get a lot of guys that are interested in marrying me for a visa, and I don't actually like marriage. Don't want it, don't need it, and not doing it for a visa. If I was going to do it for a visa, which I'm not, I would get the hottest, most beautiful looking guy ever. But no, I'm not interested in a visa. I'm not interested in sex. I'm not interested in marriage. I'm not interested in kids, and I like living on my own. Yeah. So when I was with, like, it was really bad. I have to tell you, well, I don't have to tell you something, but I dated a heterosexual guy in 2017. I think it was 2017. Was it 2000? Yeah, I think it was 2017, I think. I'm trying to remember now. Anyway, I dated this guy and I dated him. He was heterosexual for a couple of months. He was actually insane. And basically he wanted to, yeah, he basically stayed over and he was wearing things on his bottom part, like I can't remember if they were pants or something. And then when he was drying himself with a towel, because I make sure I get changed in another room, not in front of him, right? And then he came in with the towel and like showed me his bit. I'm like, I didn't want to see that. I don't want to see his penis. Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting to me. And that really grossed me out. I'm like, oh, I don't want to know. I specifically told him I don't need to see that or like to see that. Oh. Don't be rude at me. I want to ask you something. I can't have snitching. I can't have anything that you said because I'm from Italy. You're from Italy. Oh, well, hello from Italy. Nice to meet you. So yes, so yeah, I don't need to see that. So yeah, when someone asks me a silly question like that on Facebook, like, does it matter if I'm circumcised? It's like, no, it doesn't matter if you're circumcised because I'm not having sex. Just an advice, finding a partner on the internet, it never ends well. Try to go out, meet people is safer. Yeah, Dwayne, I do agree. That it doesn't usually end well, but I mean, I run 5 asexual groups, including 3 dating groups, so I'm really looking for an asexual guy, not a sexual one. So I've been on asexual dating sites now since 2014, so a lot of the show I do here is about dating and relationships, because I literally live and breathe dating and relationships, and I give advice to other people based on my own life experience. I have quite a lot of it. But you have to usually meet someone on the internet first a lot of the time, then meet them in person. But I always video chat with someone first before I would just randomly meet someone. And also I hold asexual meetups in my city. So asexual meetups in my city, not sexual ones. So people come to my meetups who are real people in life like me. So I'm hoping to eventually meet an asexual guy for a relationship. I had a guy ask me out on a date like yesterday, but he hasn't got back in touch. So but it's arranged for next Wednesday on the Skype because he wants an in-person date with me. But if he doesn't get back to me, then obviously I can't do anything. So I have to see if he does get back to me, if he's just busy at the moment, because I know he's with his friends at the moment. So it might just be that. But yeah, if a person's really talking to you quite a bit and then all of a sudden they stop, it's not usually a good sign. So I don't know, but who cares, right? I'm going out clubbing next Tuesday, might meet a nice guy there. But yeah, so Eddie, I had an internet relationship long ago. It lasted 9 years. Well, there you go. It just proves that it does work. It proves that it does work. Thank you, Eddie. Unfortunately, it's not so easy as an asexual to meet someone in person. Yeah, it isn't so easy. So usually with asexuals, we lack sexual attraction. So the only way of meeting another person is on the internet, usually first, and then an asexual meetup. But I was a bad man back in those days. Oh, so you were seeing other people, no doubt, at the same time as having a long distance relationship. You were cheaty face. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so the 9-year relationship wasn't a proper relationship, was it really? It wasn't a serious committed relationship. So thank you for admitting that, Eddie. I mean, obviously you've worked on yourself a lot and realised you weren't a good guy in the past and changed yourself. So it's good that you are different now. Well, she had a girlfriend. Was she bisexual? Is she bisexual or what? I had me. Oh. Was she bisexual then? I don't understand. Was she bisexual and she had a girlfriend? Oh, yes. Oh, right, okay. Right, okay, I understand. So it was a polyamorous relationship, was it then? Because if she's already got a girlfriend and she was with you, then I presume it was a polyamorous relationship, was it? Where you could see other people. So yeah, so you didn't really cheat then if you could see other people, did you? If they're both seeing other people. So yeah, and this guy, who was this guy? Oh right, this was, hello, I'm interested in an asexual relationship with you. And he's just, I think I said this before, he's just a symbol. There was this one guy though, and he messaged me again. And I'm like, no, I'm really not interested. I look through his profile, and he's got got one of his people that he follows on there is literally a woman who goes to people's houses and does the housework in the nude. And he literally follows her. And it's like, why would I be interested in a relationship with a highly sexual guy who literally is connected to a woman on Facebook page, a woman that can come do your housework in the naked, so you can literally leer at it? I mean, am I really going to be interested in that type of guy? No. I always go, when they're in the sexual dating group, I always go through their profile and see how many people first of all, I look through what you should be doing is I look through all their friends. So if they got their friends on public, I look through all their friends. And if their friends are all women, literally they've created that profile on purpose to go in sexual dating groups to literally chat up women. And to literally chat up women. So that's all they are doing. They are literally going in sexual dating groups and literally friending tons of women. They've probably got another profile, a second profile, which has got their actual partner on it, likely, maybe. But it's got their family and friends on it, got to remove those kind of temptations. I mean, obviously, as an asexual person, I mean, as an asexual person, I guess I could get tempted by kissing. I do at the moment think I think I'm better being single and just having nice kisses with foreign guys in the club I like, but rather than settling down, because I can't see any decent guy coming along anytime soon for an actual relationship. I just can't see it happening. Do you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, yeah, just be young, free and single, Sandra, in 2020, and go and kiss whatever guys you want to kiss in the club that you feel safe enough to kiss and want to. And the rest just don't bother with, because, there's no point in me getting involved with any guy who's not going to commit to me and be really into me. I don't see the point. You know what I mean? So what is there any other messages here? Oh yeah, so there's this guy. Oh god, he again is not in this country, right? He lives in Nigeria, right? He goes, I was to tell you are beautiful and romantic. I care to know you or to meet you. It's like, are you really going to meet me from Nigeria? No, you're not going to meet me from Nigeria at all. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to meet me from Nigeria. It's like, I don't want to hear from you. Block. So, yeah, these people are absolutely insane. I don't know what goes on in their brain. Do you know what I mean? What goes on in their brain? See naughty kissing monster. Oh right, have we got someone in here that's being rude or something? Right, let's remove that person. And sorry, I just need to remove someone a minute who's just being disgusting. Right, okay. Anyway, that's that person done. Oh, yes. That's really weird how yes. Right, I've got rid of that now. I don't want any people in this chat that's going to be rude. So, yeah. I'm really interested if Foxy Rain's still in the chat, because they said I can't have anything that you said because I'm from Italy. I mean, at the end of the day, doesn't if you're from Italy, you can still marry someone in the UK for a visa, can't you? But I mean, if you're Italy, you're kind of part of the EU, so you shouldn't need a visa. But sometimes it's easier, isn't it, to have someone for a visa, then you kind of get in quicker. And marriage and kids and sex you can still do. Spam account, yeah, exactly. There's quite a lot of spam accounts, aren't there? So yeah, what else? So we gotta delete that one. And then yeah, this guy, he actually looks a bit Indian. And he said hi and sent me a morning quote. Right, but when I click through, he's a member of UK Singles. When I click through his profile, right, he has actually got a picture on there, but he's got a picture of a kid. I mean, he could easily, and he's got a picture of a kid in a bedroom. I mean, you don't know who the kid is. Do you know what I mean? But it's kind of like, yeah, okay. But he hasn't got much on his profile. Do you know what I mean? It's just like a random picture. Do you know what I mean? And it's one that he set up on. He's got two pictures that he set up on there on the 12th of October 2019. So a lot of these people, they just like set up new profiles specifically, like I said, to go in sexual dating groups. You know, I had a guy the other day and he was actually married. And it's like, you're married to someone who would look very good looking, probably to a lot of guys. Why the heck are you even interested in being a singles group when you're clearly not single? I don't understand these people. I honestly don't understand them. It's like, have you got no morals, values, or standards whatsoever? Dwayne, guys from Africa, it's a no-no. No racist, but they all want visas. Pakistan, India, etc. Yeah, I mean, I actually like Indian guys and Pakistani guys, and I would like a relationship with an Indian guy. I mean, seriously, Indian's my top attraction, but I need an Indian guy that's already got the rights to stay in the UK. Yeah, they already married in their countries. They just want to come to Europe for better jobs and money. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Dwayne. It is true that it is true that that a lot of them are after visas, which is why when this person was asking me where do I live, and I said the UK, I'm like, why do they need to know in the chat where I'm from? Why do they need to know which country I'm from? Most people that ask me where I'm from, they haven't read my actual profile on my YouTube, or they're just usually asking me where I'm from because if it's from the UK, then they want to get to know me better. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously they make the comment about, if I can't have anything, then you can't, you know, don't be rude. I want to ask you something. I can't have snitching. It's like, well, don't ask me where I live then. Why do you need to know? You don't need to know where I live. It's not important, is it? And of course, as soon as someone does ask you where you live like that, some random person you've never come across before, it usually means they want a visa out of you, or something like that. So it's not good. But yeah, I actually like Pakistan guys. I like Indian guys the best. They're my favourites. I want an Indian guy though that's British born now, that actually has the right to stay in the UK. Do you know what I mean? Or any type of foreign guy that actually has the right to stay in the UK, you know, that's born in the UK or been here a lot of years and very westernized. Because I'm really Indian guys are my top attraction. I was watching like Indian actor music videos today. I was watching dance music by Indian guys, and I absolutely love Indian guys. I'm kind of crazy about them. I really think my soulmate's Indian. But like you said, a lot of them are after visas, so you got to be so careful. You know, I always tell the guy that I don't want marriage. You know, so it's no good him trying to spend hours talking to me if that's what he wants. And then there's this other guy. Oh my goodness me! This was another thing that I thought is really. It's funny, but it's not. So you put, hey there, how are you doing today, beautiful? I'm like, well, thank you for all the beautifuls, because of course I am. Self-love here. But this guy, right? I mean, this guy is like really, really young, which I guess is nice because I like young guys. But I mean, he's really young. God knows how old he is. He looks like really, really young. And he's this is It's just disgusting, right? This is another guy that's completely insane, writing absolutely disgusting stuff in his introduction, right? This is why I just knew not to speak to this guy, right? I have to laugh. I can't do nothing but laugh. It's just hilarious that someone would actually put this. So this is the guy that just said beautiful to me, right? And he looks about 16 years old, I have to say. I hope he's not, but that's how old he looks. And but I don't think he can be with the previous job he's had, but who knows? But yeah, he's put, this is his previous job. He's put, oh no, this is what he's put. No, this is what he's put as his job now. But he has got a microphone in his hand, so he might actually be someone who does singing and actually be in a club singing, because he has got a microphone in his hand. But it could just be like he's doing karaoke somewhere, couldn't it? But anyway, I can't do that. But like, I mean, honestly, like, I'm not interested, and I think they take a load of rubbish. But I just had to laugh. I can't do it but laugh. I can't take it seriously. So he's put his introduction. Can't do nothing but laugh. I thought, if anything, he's just giving me a laugh. It's not funny, really, but it is, because I'm asexual. And I just think, how would anyone like put that in their profile? It's just ridiculous. So he's I can't even say it. He's put. I need to be serious. I can't be serious. It's too funny. He's put. I can't say it. He's put. I really can't say this, right? He's put. I can't be serious. I can't even laugh. Right. Be serious for 2 minutes, Sandra, or half a minute. He's put dick jockey at climax bar, and I just thought that's hilarious. I'm like, how can anyone write that dick jockey at climax bar in their profile? Eddie, giggle. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I thought, well, if anything, you've just given me a laugh. I mean, it's disgusting what he's written, but I'm just laughing so much. How on earth could anyone put that in their profile? I mean, just imagine all the people that come across his profile. But obviously they must like it, because he's got 4,969 friends on here. I repeat that. This guy's got 4,969 friends on here. That is a heck of a lot of friends, right? He's nearly fully booked up. He graduated from college in 2006, so I'm guessing he's a lot older than 16. So he graduated from college in 2006, and it's now 2020. That was like 16 years ago. So he obviously must be about, I don't know, God knows how old, like 30 something, and looks about 16. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so he must just look really, really, really young, because he must be like, I don't know, like 30 something, mustn't he, really? But he just looks really, 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 because if we finished college, like I said, in 2006, and it's 2020 now, it's 14 years ago. I don't know, in the UK, you leave college at 18 usually. So that would make him in his 30s, early 30s, wouldn't it? Oh, Lord. Exactly, Dwayne. Maybe he meant disc jockey like DJ. Of course he didn't, because he's saying he works at the Climax bar. He's a dick, D-I-C-K jockey at Climax bar, as in have an orgasm climax. But yes, so clearly he is literally taking the mick. I mean, he might work at the Climax bar, but it's very funny. Let's see if it's a real place. Oh my God, it's a real place. I thought he made it up. That's really, really funny. I don't know these young terms. So yeah, I think he is a DJ, like you said, but I think he's put dick jockey. Maybe I thought he'd done it on purpose. I'm sure he must have done it on purpose, because it's called the Climax bar. Do I really, really want to know what goes on there? It's a real bar. It's got 1,354 likes. 5 out of 5 people like it. 5 out of 5 stars. So based on the opinion of 8 people. It's a real bar. That's hilarious. But it's got, they do those druggy things. They smoke drug pipes there. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's a real place. I thought he was making it up. Maybe they call the DJ a dick jockey. Yeah, maybe you're right, Eddie. Maybe I got it wrong. I just can't believe it. It's like so funny. It's like the Hooter clubs. Yes, okay, I'm wrong. I think Eddie's right, I'm wrong. But I don't know whether he's just taking the mick. Because he said dick jockey. I mean, what country calls itself? Do you recommend the Climax bar? Oh my god, this is really funny. Honestly, I thought it was a joke. It seems like maybe I got it wrong that it's not an actual joke. Well, actually, the place is not a joke. And he has got a microphone in his mouth. It looks like we visited the Climax bar in July. I mean, honestly, who on earth can take this seriously? I mean, fancy leaving a review for this. Really good place, friendly staff, good music, have a great evening. Oh, so it really does exist. That very nice bar. We meet the boss. He was fantastic with us. Thanks for all the kisses. Thanks for all and kisses from Belgium. Hip atmosphere, chic decor, friendly bartenders, great value. They're older people as well. These people look like they're in their 40s to 50s type of range. This woman looks like she's in a, like, I don't know, late 40s, early 50s, probably early 50s. We visited the Climax bar in July. Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie. I think you're right and I'm wrong. It's like, but honestly, why would they call themselves Dick Jockey? I just think, oh man. Oh, dearie me. This is just hilarious. We visited the Climax. I gotta read these out to you. We visited the Climax bar in July. Surprised by the quality of the sound of music. So yeah, he probably is an actual jockey. Shall I see if dick jockey is a real word in some countries? I've got loads of windows out at the moment, so I don't want my YouTube to freeze. That's the only problem. Oh, I better not do that because my YouTube might freeze. Oh no, it's come up. Can you get a dick jockey? Oh my god, that just shows how asexual I am when I honestly thought that was a joke. I thought there's no way I want to speak to you. Can you get a dick jockey? I'm sure that must be a pun on the words. Best dick jokes, penis jokes. Can you get a dick jockey? Dick jockey DJ, local business, Facebook. Oh my lord. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't look like it is, apart from on Facebook. I don't know if I really want to click through there. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's a real term. No, there's no one on there. And when you do that, it's got Register of the Commissioned and Warrant Officers of the United States. So I'm guessing that's not a real term, dick jockey, but unless it's just a slang term for it, I just guessed he was actually using that because he fancies women. So when you arriving at the Climax bar, do you leave right after? OMG, you should ask him about his Chip and Dale business. He's Chip and Dale, you know, that's very sexual in his language. That would basically mean his penis and whatever if I asked him about his Chip and Dale business. These people make me laugh. Oh my god. Oh, so funny. At least they give me a laugh. That's all I have to say. Yeah, we visited the Climax bar in July, surprised by the quality of the sound of music, a cozy, friendly atmosphere combined with the aromas of a hookah. Yeah, see, I don't like that. That's smoking one of those pipes with drugs in it. Well, with, a lot of foreign guys do that, actually. They don't call it drugs, but, I don't like that. Ugh, I hate that. Hookah. And a decent taste of drink. Special thanks to the owner of the Climax bar for the warm welcome and refreshments. We will be glad to communicate in the future. The slang synonyms for dick jockey are listed above according to the algorithm behind Urban Thesaurus. The top 5 slang words for the dick jockey are DJ, cock jockey, bam marga, bam margara, DSL and VJ. But what actually is a dick jockey then? Oh, DJ. So you're saying it's the same thing, Eddie, are you? Thank you for enlightening us. I always love being in this chat. I always love being in this show. People enlighten me. It's good because I learn things new every day. Honestly, I seriously thought it was a joke. Now I've got to take my words back, haven't I? BJ does music videos. Ah, okay. Cool. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate you being here. See, I don't know everything. It's good for me to learn. Honestly, I thought it was a joke. I mean, he still might be a highly sexual guy and put it on there anyway in that frame of mind. But yeah, but yeah. Oh my God. We were there on Friday. Wonderful place with very good staff, music and shooter. So good. A really nice time. What the heck's a shooter? Music and shooter. What's a shooter? Apart from I'm a damn champion. What's shooter? We were there on this Friday, wonderful place with very good staff, music and shooter, so good. A really nice time. I mean, I don't think shooters are very good. So what's a shooter? Shots, drinks. Oh well, my friend has shots, but why do they call it shooter? The staff were amazing, from bartender to waiters, entertained us all night. Bloody brilliant. Boss that owns the fab plays fab too. They all night dancing, laughing and partying, going to climax. See, it's still boss. They're all night dancing, laughing and partying, go to climax. Fun atmosphere. I just can't take it seriously. Fun atmosphere, cheap drinks, stylish interior, creative cocktails, great value, perfect for parties, hip atmosphere. I just oh man. What am I? Google here, laugh out loud. Yeah, be careful. Be careful, Eddie, because as soon as you put stuff like cock DJ and it comes up with loads of disgusting stuff. So that's what I mean. I don't I don't even know where this place is, this climax bar. Where the heck is it? Apparently it's in Rhodes. It's a cocktail bar in Rhodes. Well, clearly it isn't the UK, so I still don't know why he's messaging me. But it's very, 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 very funny. Very, very funny. It made me laugh anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my goodness me. Yeah, and that's really hilarious. I honestly thought, but he has got his introduction that he's a pro/official hype man at World Special Guest House and Lounge. What the hell's World Special Guest House Lounge? And he works at an international hotel. And he was a former hype man at L'Oriana Bar Superfoods. What's a hype man? HYPE man. What's a hype man? From Gambia. What on earth's a hype man? Eddie, I want to have a bar called the Orgasm. Well, I don't think your asexual girlfriend would appreciate that. So I would like. I think asexuals would not like that. I don't need the pics. Yeah, I don't think your asexual girlfriend would appreciate you having a bar called the Orgasm. I really don't, seeing as we're not really into orgasms. Hype man is the person that gets the crowd pumped. Oh, I'm that person. Female version. Oh, thank you for explaining that. Oh, it's so funny. I know she would pummel me. Exactly. There was a video that I did about orgasm on here. What the heck is an orgasm? Because I still don't get it. And someone was having an in-depth conversation on there about it. And I'm like, with me, the comments, it's like, well, I think I understand what cum and spurting is because I likely do them, but I don't think I orgasm. I don't really understand what it is. I still don't get it. I think it's when your body goes into spasms type thing, but I just would stop anything before then. And I'm not really, do you know what I mean? I prefer kissing anyway. For me, it's 3 seconds in darkness. Sorry, Eddie. I just because this conversation's followed by sleeping. 3 seconds in darkness. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's just with the way the conversation's going tonight. It's quite funny. Oh right, okay. Well, thank you for sharing. Well, I haven't seen any darkness. I don't think I do the orgasm thing because I don't really understand it. I don't get it at all. I mean, I think your body goes into spasms and stuff that's out of control. I don't let my body get out of control. If it gets out of control, I just stop But I personally prefer to kiss anyway. I just love kissing the right guy. But yeah, so it's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, so these are some of the insane people that message me and write weird, weird stuff about circumcision. Do I need to be circumcised when I don't have sex? I just thought I'd share all these wonderful, wonderful, wonderful messages with you. And yeah, it's very, very, very bizarre. But there was a guy, like I said, and it's like he messaged me, and it's like when I clicked through his profile, he was just literally like connected to this woman that came and did the housework with barely anything on. Like she does it naked, basically. And it's like, I'm not interested in someone like that. I do sexual jokes, but in a fun way, not in a dirty one, because my girl doesn't like those. No. So let's look at some messages on ASAP while we're there, because this could be quite interesting. I know someone must have been trying to connect with me because it says it on my phone, but I can't find it on Facebook. It's really weird. The name hasn't come up. So some ridiculous, silly, insane things going on in ASAP, right? So this one clearly has got a fake profile by the look of it. Surprise, surprise. And then he's, I've put that I'm interested in a younger guy. I'm looking for a guy in his 20s. Again, someone else that clearly doesn't read. And he's put 48, male, divorced, confused, United States. I mean, a lot of the time, most of the fake profiles on here are from people who are 48 or around that age in the USA, confused, and yeah, and a lot of the time they're an engineer as well. So you've got to look out for those profiles. I just messaged them saying I'm not interested. I like younger guys, but thanks. Clearly they're actual fake. This was quite funny. This guy messaged me, right? I had to laugh at this. He messaged me, 21, confused, from Nigeria. Sam, I get loads of those on ASAP. They are 40 plus divorcees from the USA. Yeah, exactly. I mean, one of them was a sugar daddy. He wanted to pay me. Do you remember? I did a video about him. And I've had other ones since then, which must be the same guy. And yeah, they are. They're the same. They write the same sort of stuff in their profile. You think if they were actually like got any intelligence that they would write something else in their profile, but they don't. They write exactly the same things. You know, like it is 40 plus. It's either 48, 51, something like that. Male. And usually when I get them, they're divorced and they're just all around the same place in the USA. It's like, well, it's always USA. A lot of the time they're an engineer or something like that, or they've been in the army or that rubbish. But then this guy, right, he's confused, clearly not asexual, but he's from Nigeria, and he's put, I'm Frank, eager to meet new people, love animals, and trust me, there's more. Feel free to text. When they say that, and trust me, there's more, it usually means, trust me, I've got more in my pants. If you want to come and get it. That's what sexual speak means. So do be aware of when he says, and trust me, you've got more. That's what it means. And then and then this guy, because he obviously doesn't even live near me, he put hello. And I put straight away, I'm looking for a guy in my country, but thanks for your interest. He put, I'm sorry for not being in your country and not being good enough, with a really upset face and a guy looking like he's walking out the door. I had to quite laugh at that. I thought it was quite funny. And then this guy, oh yeah, I have to give a big shout out to someone who watches my channel who praised me, which is really nice, because I didn't realize he's on ASAP, right? And I didn't actually know he watches this channel. A guilt tripping, yeah, exactly, Eddie. It's a emotional, a manipulative thing when guys turn around and say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not good enough for you, you know? It's emotional blackmail. There are lots of people who are very manipulative in this world and very blackmailing and emotionally damaging, you know? And if you come across these people, just block them, delete them, have nothing more to do with them, you know? That guy won't speak to me again, I don't think. So I could block him, but I just put, you know, I just didn't speak to him again. But, you know, there's a lot of people, and there's people that will literally try, because they think I'm a very secure person in myself these days, right? Very secure person, which I didn't used to be. And there'll be some people that come into your life that purposely praise you, bring you up to then manipulate you, and they try and tell you stuff, information about yourself, about how wonderful you are and great and fantastic, to try and make you need them. So you need validation. I don't need to be validated. I love my life. I love myself. I'm happy with who I am. Do you know what I mean? I don't need validation. I don't need people in my life that are negative and bringing stuff up and being, ridiculous. So if you get any of these people that come into your life, just block them. I get to know what they're like a lot quicker these days. And I only have so much patience with these people. And then it's, or no patience at all, just block. These people you don't need in life. It's 2020 now. You need to make a new, fresh life for yourself. And if you've got any of these people that are trying to mind manipulate you, don't fall for it. Sadly, there are quite a lot of them in the world. Not everyone's like that, but there are quite a lot of people in the world, like that. And the more you understand how these people's minds work, the more you actually see how they work. Sam, I have no patience with certain types of people. Exactly, Sam. Me and Sam are really, really good best friends. We trust each other implicitly. There's not many people we trust, and it's like, I will help people to a certain extent, but I'm not going to be made a fool of and taken advantage of. It's just not going to happen, I was surrounded by submissives all the time, and I thought I wanted this, but with my girl, I have a true equal, and we fight side by side like warriors. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a submissive girl. I'm really not. I'm not, I don't like to dominate per se, but if I was, in a relationship, I certainly wouldn't be submissive. That's for sure. I mean, I don't even know if I want a relationship half the time anymore, because I just don't even know if it's worth. I think if I met the right guy that's on my level, that's really intelligent, into business, wants a proper soulmate connection, and is into personal professional development like me, then yeah, it could probably work really, really well. But until that guy comes into my life, there's no point. A lot of the guys that, you can have really high value guys and low value guys, and a lot of them, sadly, are low value. They don't grow themselves, they don't develop themselves, they don't think there's a problem with themselves. They're not in. I need a guy who's in to personal and professional development. Like me. It's a shame that guy who I did actually meet through the sexual singles group, who lives in the UK, want to adopt kids, because I like the fact that he was into business, develop himself, entrepreneur type thing. I like that about him, his look, and he was very good a music artist. But again, he's not asexual, so there's got to be an Indian asexual guy who actually is born in the UK, or at least lived over here most of his life, that's into personal and professional development, that would like a girl like me. There's got to be one in the UK. I don't believe that there isn't. I believe there is an Indian guy who is the right guy for me, but it could be years until I find him. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely years. And I don't even, at the moment, I don't even think it's worth it, until I get someone who's really into me. There's no point. That is great, Eddie. Yeah, it is great that you are equal to your asexual girlfriend. Trying to make me blush. I need someone that has some sort of passion or drive in their life, something that they love, like I love Space Era. Yeah, it is. It's really important. Me and you, Sam, are very similar like that. Well, we're the same, obviously. We both want a guy. Well, you don't mind a non-binary person, but in general, I think you definitely prefer a guy. And we both need a guy who's like got a passion and drive in their life, but it's also got time for us, because you can have some guys and they're just so busy with their career, they don't even make time for you, and so busy doing this. So they need a bit of a balance, they need to be working a lot on their own stuff, but they need to make sure they check in with us and give us some love and some messaging and some texting, and some meet up and actually have some Skype conversations and meet up in person. Do you know what I mean? And put a lot of time, energy, and effort into us, because we're damn well worth it, I tell you. So anyway, I'm going to give a big shout out to this guy, because I don't know what videos he watches, but it's really nice, because he came on the he came in private message and he said Happy New Year. And this is a good guy, not a bad guy. This is a guy that talks some sense, right? So Happy New Year, he said to me. I said, thank you, Happy New Year to you too. How are you doing? Because we haven't spoken for a while. He said, I'm doing great. How about you? How was the New Year's Eve? So I said that I spent it with my parents and Guinea Pig Angel and still with them now. So it's good. I will likely go clubbing next Tuesday. I'm seeing my best asexual friend on Saturday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Not long to go now. I'm really looking forward to that. What did you do for it? And he put, I did absolutely nothing. Ha ha. I spent it with my parents and that's all. I've seen few of your lives on YouTube. You are a really good speaker. So I'm like, I was really, really happy with that. Really, really, really happy. Well, he said, I have seen a few of your lives on YouTube. You are really a good speaker. Do you know what I mean? That's really nice because this guy isn't British. He's abroad. And he said, I'm a really good speaker. And he's watched some of these live streams. That to me means the world. Means to me the world, when especially when a foreign guy is saying that he thinks I'm a really good speaker, because obviously foreign guys can have problems with the British accent. They can find it hard because I do talk quite fast sometimes and I talk quite loudly as well. Not that you haven't noticed. And I talk a lot. So, you know, I thought that was really nice. And I put, oh, it's fantastic. You have watched some of my live streams and think I'm a really good speaker. Thank you for your kind words and feedback about me. Thanks for watching and being part of my community there too. And he put, it was my pleasure. And I put, have you got the same username there as here? And he put, I used to have a Facebook with a name DZ Thinker. Due to the massive reports I used to get, I lost it. On this app, when I first logged in, it looked like a scam. So I didn't pay too much attention when I was filling the requirement fields. So there on YouTube, my username is DJ Thinker too. So in other words, DZ Thinker. So in other words, when he was on Facebook, people thought he was a scammer, so he got reported. But yeah, he's actually admitted that and said that he's on YouTube saying DZ Thinker. So if I see someone saying DZ Thinker, then I know he's not an actual scammer, because he's from, you know, I've seen pictures of him on ASAP now. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I will be sure to say a special acknowledgement to you when I see you in the chat next. Thank you. You're welcome. So if he's watching this show, like, thank you very much for all the kind words. It's really nice. Claire, Happy New Year. Oh, Happy New Year, Claire. I hope that 2020 will be the best year you meet your ace Indian guy. Thank you, Claire. There's an Indian ace group on Facebook. They are based in India, but maybe they have an ace connection in the UK. All the best. Yes, I'm in, Claire, I'm in 3 Indian groups on Facebook, asexual groups, but I've had no luck there. I'm friends with a guy who runs 2 of the groups, I think it is. But yeah, there was one guy once in one of the Indian groups, not that guy's group, but this other person's group from India, and he said he was coming over to UK, but clearly he wasn't asexual. He was messaging me stuff that wasn't asexual. And the other guy who runs the other 2 groups, I told him about it. I mentioned it, sorry, in the one group, and this woman's like, oh, you know, don't be like that. You don't know. And clearly I could know. And then the other guy who runs the other 2 groups, he told me in a private message I was absolutely right about him. He was not asexual. So that's the only guy who said that he was going to come over to the UK, but he was on about like meeting up with women and stuff. That's how I knew he wasn't asexual, you know? So yeah, I know they are based in India, and I wish they did have connections in the UK. I mean, I keep posting there every now and again, you know, is there any Indian guys in the UK? But a lot of them, they still want marriage, you know, for visa. I won't do that. So, but thank you so much for your wishes. I really appreciate that. It's really nice of you to check in. Sam, I have problems with multitude of British accents. Laugh out loud. I don't think you've got a problem with mine, luckily. But yeah, that's really funny. But yes, I know some people do have problems in the UK like that. But yeah, so, you know, like, oh, I got this woman, again, a fake female profile, I think. Woman, right? Clearly I'm into guys, not women. And she goes, hi, baby. This is on ASAP. I mean, again, these people are insane. Why bother if I'm into guys literally messaging me, hi, baby, from a woman? Eddie, my pretend to be asexual. Like, what the fuck are they thinking? Exactly. You know, but they do. There's a lot of asexual scammers. Thank you for the thumbs up. There's a lot of people that pretend to be asexual when they're not, because they see a way in. So, for example, So let's explain to Eddie why this happens. Right, okay, there's a number of reasons why it happens. One is they want access to the UK, right? They could think that an asexual person is more desperate. I'm not saying we are desperate, but they could think because asexuals are 1% of the population, right? First of all, they can see a group. They don't know what asexual means. They think it means sexual person. So basically, the word asexual to heterosexuals, because if they don't understand it, they think it means this group is full of sexual people. Asexual, as in I'm a sexual person. That's what they think it is. So to be fair to them, in this one fairness incident, I'm not fair to them. I don't think it's fair the rest of the time that they stay in these groups. But to be fair to them, if they're heterosexual, they do not know what the terminology of asexual means or asexuality. They could likely think it's just like a spelling error, or it's just a part of a group title where you've got A shoved onto the sexual, and it means that all the people in the group are sexuals, right? And this is what a lot of people who are even asexual don't realise. They automatically assume that sexuals are meant to know this stuff. Do you know what I mean? But they don't. How is a heterosexual who's never ever heard of asexuality in their whole entire life ever meant to work out that the word asexual means we don't like sex? Because it's the actual word is like the complete opposite. So they hunt for those they think are weak so they can get what they want. That's the second point. But the first point is sometimes they don't actually know that it's a group for people who don't like sex. They don't know that, right? So they will join a group because they think they're going to meet like-minded people who are into sex like themselves. When they get in the group, if it's not obvious what the group is like, maybe it's got mixed asexuals in there, those on the more sexual end of the spectrum, for example. If they don't know what, or maybe they've allowed sexuals to go in it, there's a UK asexual singles. Sorry, not UK. I run a UK group. There's another UK asexual group that's for singles. No, sorry. No, I do apologise. It's not. Sorry, I'm getting confused because I'm in a dating group for sexuals called UK singles. There is a group on Facebook, that's not UK singles, but it's called asexual singles. Now, in the asexual singles group, some of those people that are in the asexual singles group are not asexual, and they allow them to be in it and stay in it. That is why I first started my asexual no sex dating group, because I was absolutely sick and tired of going in I'm still in that group because obviously there are some asexuals in there. I could still meet the person in there, and it's a major group, right? It's a major group, right? So I don't want to not be in there. I don't, I'm not disrespecting it like it shouldn't be available, because I'm glad and grateful it's still there, right? It's one of the first groups I joined, the asexual singles group, right? But there are people in that group that are not asexual. And when I used to message people about a possible relationship, because, I thought people were single in that, interested, all the guys I was in connection with messaging, they were all sexual. None of them were asexual whatsoever. None of them, right? And so sometimes you've got some demisexuals in there, but even one of the guys that said he was demisexual, he wasn't demisexual. He just wasn't having sex for his religion, but he'd be quite happy to have it. He'd be quite happy to have it with me as well. Do you know what I mean? And he said he needs sex. He wasn't actually demisexual. He's like just saying he was demisexual. It's for religious reasons he wasn't having it. And then when he's getting married, he would have sex. So you know what I mean? It's like some of these people, like I said, they get into these groups because they think that they're full sexuals. Like I'm on meetup.com, right? Meetup.com. There's some asexual groups. I've been in one of the asexual groups, and I've spoken to at least 3 people that are not really asexual. One guy, we became friends on Facebook. As soon as we became friends on Facebook, he was asking me for one night stand, and he was in the one of the asexual groups on meetup.com. Sorry, meetup.com. And then so he's on meetup.com. He came to be my friend on Facebook and immediately asked me for a one night stand. I said, well, that group that you're in on meetup.com, just let you know, it's very sexual. Those who lack sexual attraction, they don't want sex usually. And he goes, oh, I know that. I'm like, well, why are you in it then? Because I couldn't be bothered to leave it. I'm too tired. So he just stays in there. And there's another guy I met, an Indian guy in there. I'm friends with him on Facebook, but he's not asexual. I friended him from there, meetup.com, and then found out talking to him on Facebook that he's not asexual. He respects the fact I am, but it's like, why are you on? I said, why are you on that in that group then? Because it's a social group. I just joined it. You know, I just was joining groups, so I just joined it. Because it looked interesting, basically. So that's another reason. But when you say so they hunt for those that think they are weak so they can get what they want, I'm not. In a way, yes, but I'm not. In a way, no, because obviously asexuals don't think they are weak. You know, I don't think I'm weak because I'm an asexual person. It's not the fact that they hunt for those that yeah, it's a case that they hunt for those that they that they think we're weak, maybe, yes. So to answer your question, we don't think we're weak, but they might, because we have a vulnerability about us with the fact it's hard for us to get a relationship, right? So I don't know so a lot of the time I think they come on these apps and stuff because they don't realise what asexuality is. And they just think they can get sex. So they just like, oh go on anything and everything because they're that desperate for the sex, right? And another thing is, yeah, they basically prey on people that are more likely to be more vulnerable. So, for example, asexuals, it's very difficult for us to find a relationship without sex. So they will say things to us that are blatant lies in order to get us to believe that we can be in a relationship with that person, especially online. They want a lot of online relationships, right? Because they can then go and have sex with who they want. And they can keep us emotionally hooked because asexuals love through an emotional connection. That's how we get attracted to someone, usually, apart from aesthetics and stuff. We usually get hooked on someone through emotions. Everyone tends to get hooked through emotions anyway, whether you're asexual or not. But with asexuality, with asexuals, it's more prominent because you haven't got the physical stuff that's interesting to you. So you take more how can I put it? You take more notice of the emotional side of the connection and getting that emotional connection, because that's how we love a person, through the emotional connection. And so, for example, if you take on Facebook that a guy might friend request you, and then he might start saying, oh, well, it's, you know, when you find out you don't want sex, or even, you know, I'm very blatant. Not many people are like me. Not many asexuals go, you know, like, thanks for saying hi, but I'm not interested in sex. People don't speak like that usually. I do. Because I'm bold, I'm brave, I'm courageous. I say what I think. I've got enough experience in my life to know what these guys are after. But just imagine they talk to some asexuals that haven't got any experience of being in relationships with heterosexuals, that don't understand how heterosexuals, excuse me, I got something in mind, that heterosexuals' minds work. That don't understand that they don't think sweet and innocently like we do. They're after sex usually, sorry. They're after sex usually. I hope I haven't got an eyelash in my eye. And so basically, they will try and like say things, and you know, other asexuals, some of them will just think, oh, this person's being friendly. We're having a nice conversation here. There was one guy, right? He was Indian, right? And he was in one of the groups, right? And well, there's a couple of instances. There's one guy who I think was Indian. He was actually in a relationship with another girl and chatting me up. And I didn't know he was in a relationship. And I looked through and said, you're in a relationship with this girl. And I told the girl. She was asexual. And I told her. And I had proof on my phone of the messages he sent me. And I blocked. He goes, oh, if you think I like you because you're older than me, you know, why would I like an older person? I'm like, well, clearly you did, because you're writing these messages to me. And I showed her, you know. And so he's having to try and mend the relationship with the asexual person, convince her that he was telling the truth. And there was another scenario very, very similar to that, you know, that they just don't tell the truth. This other guy, this woman had been talking to this Indian guy, I think it was for 1.5 years, right? They weren't in a relationship, but she and him obviously had a bond, right? Obviously had this kind of like unofficial relationship, but not really, but really going on. And so he started messaging me. And then something happened, what he was saying to me. And I thought, this guy doesn't even, I think there was something about him. I can't remember if he wasn't really asexual. I think he was a manipulator or a mind manipulator of some sort. I can't remember if he wasn't really asexual even. I don't think he was. I think he was trying to get a visa. That's right. I think this guy was trying to get a visa. And it's a shame because I know there are genuine Indian guys that really do want proper love, you know, without, you know, needing a visa. But this guy, yeah, he wanted a visa, and I worked out very quickly. And I said to this girl, the reason he stayed friends with you all this time is because he wants a visa, and he thinks if he keeps in contact with you, eventually, you know, that'll happen. And she goes, well, he didn't give that impression to me. I'm saying, well, this is the type of thing he's saying to me. This is what he's after. Oh, I don't want to think that about him. And so when I said to him basically that I know what I know what you're up to. You're up to no good. Basically, he blocked me. You know, and so you know, there are a lot of people that, yeah, because asexuals do want a relationship, we can be quite desperate. Maybe we can come across as desperate, or maybe we really are sometimes. Maybe we just think we want some of us think we want some love, we want some cuddles, we want some kisses. And how else are we meant to get it? Because we can't, you know, we're asexual, we don't want sex, but how else are we meant to get it a lot of the time? But from a sexual person or some connection. So online, we kind of like a very, very, you know, very stick out like a sore thumb as prey for these type of people that will emotionally connect with us and use it in a way to kind of control us, or to use it in a way to kind of pretend that they are asexual, or that they're okay, that they're after just friendship. They're not. Most of the time, they're not after friendship. If someone, random person you never know before, all of a sudden wants to be your friend quickly, friendship, you know, they've taken an interest in you. Like the guy who I start this video about, you know, he's clearly asking me to stay in a hotel room with him. And then saying after that, can we be friends? Of course I don't want to be friends with a guy like that. Being friends with a guy, like, what it really means is I'll stay in contact with you and I'll emotionally connect with you till I've got you hooked on me, and I have my way with you anyway, or just because of the sake of just for the sake of pleasing him, because he wants his ego stroking every 5 minutes a day by an asexual girl trying to have this deep friendship with him that he can't get elsewhere. These stories, wow, I don't consider you as weak. The weak are the ones trying to take advantage. Oh, thank you, Eddie. Yeah, thank you. Exactly. They are the ones trying to take advantage. But there are some asexuals that haven't got the experience that some of the people in this chat have, the heterosexual experience. Obviously, I know you're heterosexual, Eddie, but obviously you've got an asexual girlfriend, so you understand more. But you know, that not every heterosexual is a bad person, but there are a lot of heterosexuals out there, and this is what they do. And I think specifically as well with asexuals, you know, the people that are asexual, that have never had a relationship before, they've never been in, you know, they've never maybe even dated or anything like this. These are the type of people that are more likely to be taken advantage of. I would have been that type of person years ago. I was a very vulnerable person years ago with a lot of insecurities and lacked self-love. And because some asexuals have been very battered and bruised from childhood, been bullied, which I have as well. I've not been battered from childhood. I mean, battered as in emotionally battered, you know, because I've been bullied as a child, you know. So when people have got a lot of trauma in their childhood, you know, that can stay with you for a long period of time, you know. And when you lack self-love, a lot of asexuals, they hate, you know, some of them love being asexual and others, they hate it. They don't want to be asexual. They want sex because they feel they're abnormal and they don't fit in. And it really upsets them. They think they can never get love without sex. And it's very sad for a lot of asexuals, you know. And that would have been me years ago. I would have been taken in by these people, you know. I used to get guys years ago saying, I love you. I know when a guy just meets me and says he loves me now, I don't take any notice. I take it with a pinch of salt. As in, I'm like, great, thank you very much. I don't respond back. I don't say I love you too. Or, oh my God, that's great. When do we get into a relationship? I used to be that type of person. I used to think everyone was telling the truth and take everyone at face value. Everyone at face value, because that's what I'm, an honest, open girl. And I expected everyone else to be like that in the world, and sadly it isn't like that. There are people that I come across now because I've had so much life training experience, and I've done a pattern changing course, which is a 3-month training course, official training course, which was for an organisation called Safe Stop Abuse for Everyone, and they train you on how to spot patterns of abusers. So I've had that training. It's very, very amazing training. I'm so glad. It's one of the best things I ever did in my life. But I actually saw one of the women that runs it in my local supermarket the other day. I said, I'm still single. She goes, yeah, but you look really good on it. You look really happy. I said, yeah, I am. Because I won't be with an abuser again. And like they said in the course I did, 1 in 3 people are abusive. And that's just in the heteronormative world, you know? So, you know, a third of the people you meet are likely to be an abuser, which is sad but true, you know. And the more you understand abusive behavior, the more you understand emotional manipulation, what they say and what they do, you know, the more they say these type of words, you know, you can spot them quite quickly. And it'd be shocking, because some of the people that do it are the people you'd least expect to do it. They're people who come across as more sweet and innocent to the public, maybe, or to their friends, but you know what they're really like. You know, I've had the ability from a very young age, even at school, to be able to see what people are really like. But it makes you feel lonely when you can see the amount of people that are abusive and manipulative and use mind games, and they play tricks, and other people can't see it. It makes you feel like you're going a bit insane. But I know myself well enough now. I know these people. I know the signs. And I mean, luckily, I have got a really good entrepreneur friend, and she is a trained therapist in child abuse, basically, and in child trauma, I should say. She's a trauma therapist. That's what she does for her living, right? And she is trained as well to recognize and spot patterns of abuse in people, the emotional manipulation they do and everything. And me and her think very similar. Me and her can spot them off. So I can go to her. I've got this one person, and she can come to me, and we've got each other now that can see this happening. But it's very, very difficult when you can see it happening and others can't. But when you can see it, it's very hard, because other people, they don't see it. And when other people don't see it, it can be a lonely place, because you see the damn truth. You see what really goes on in the world. You see the sweet and innocent people are not so sweet and innocent after all. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them are genuinely really innocent types of people. You do get those type of people that genuinely are innocent. And, you know, if someone came along and told them lies, they probably wouldn't believe it, like I didn't used to be, because they're so sweet and innocent, right? I used to be more sweet and innocent years ago. I'm still class myself as sweet and innocent, a lot of the time, because I am, in the sense of, like, I don't have, like, I don't want, or I don't use my, everyone's got a darkness in them if they want to bring it out, right? Everyone, whoever they are. But, I choose not to do anything to do with the dark side. But I'm not perfect, I do get angry sometimes. I do, think things sometimes which aren't necessarily a good thing to think, occasionally I might think things, but I see myself overall as a very good person, not perfect by any means, but a very good person in general overall. And, it is important to see these things, but when you do, it's a very lonely place, because others just can't see it, Love is not words, it's actions and deeds. Exactly, Eddie. That is so important. And that's what I've learned through dating coaches as well. Heterosexual dating coaches, but that's what I've learned. They're always saying it doesn't matter what a guy says. So I'm going to pour myself some more water. It doesn't matter ever. Because my voice is really going now. I need to make sure it's hydrated. So it doesn't matter. Hang on. It doesn't matter what a guy says. It's his actions. It's all in the actions. Just ignore what a bloke says. It's how he acts towards you. Obviously, it doesn't just apply to guys. It applies to women as well. Like, does the person show you they love you, regardless of whether they tell you or not? Do they, do they go out their way to make time for you? Do they speak to you? Do they message you? Do they care about you? Do they actually bother with you? Do you know what I mean? All these type of things, And it's also, it isn't that the only thing I would say about words is, do they contradict their words? So although love is not words, it's in the actions and deeds, you can tell if a person really doesn't love you and is being dishonest by the words. They contradict themselves. They contradict themselves a heck of a lot, all the time. And they will tell you stuff that you want to hear. If they all of a sudden say, oh yeah, I'm like that. Like these guys that come into my life going, oh yeah, I don't like sex either. It's bollocks. No guy asks a woman on Facebook, a random person, girl like me, for going to a hotel room with him when I don't know him, saying he doesn't like sex. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. It's insane he even asked me that. I mean, seriously, is that what women actually go and do that are heterosexual? Do they actually go and hook up with random strangers from Facebook? Seriously? What does the matter with you? Like, have some dignity. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can understand if it was like a proper date maybe, and, they'd they meeting you in a public place, they're taking you for a drink or something, you've met them through a dating site or something, yeah, that's all fine. But, someone who immediately asks you to go to a hotel room is just disgusting. It's not on. So, it's very important that you understand that the actions need to match the words, but the words need to match the words. So in other words, if they use words and then they contradict them with other words, they're not being genuine. You can't trust someone like that. There's sadly a lot of people you can't trust. I'm not saying everyone's bad. I don't want to look on the negative side. There's a lot of good people out there in the world as well. There's genuine people in this chat right now. My best friend Sam is very, very genuine. They're one of the most genuine people I've ever met. Probably the most genuine person actually I've ever met in my life. Ever. 100% trust Sam. 100% trust them. And it's very rare to get. I know they don't lie, they tell the truth, and I know they're a very honest person and open in themselves. I'm looking forward to seeing them soon. It's Saturday already. I'm seeing them today for the whole day. Yay, pretty much till nearly 10 to 9 or something like that, from 10:18, and he said 8:10. That's wishful thinking. 10:18 at the station, I remember that. But yeah, thank you, and the feeling is mutual. Thank you. It's really nice. There's not many of us in the world. Do you know what I mean? But it's really, really important. I mean, obviously, Eddie's done a lot of work on himself. I'm leaving home in 4 hours. Oh, bless you. I don't think I can keep talking that long. I think my voice will go by then. That's really good to know, though. Woo, I'm so excited. Oh, it's going to be great. Chill out with my bestie. Chill out. I've done quite a lot of video editing today, actually. I was doing video editing and I was getting a bit like, and then I decided to do some dancing in my room for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Foreign music. And then I'm like, I think I'll just stay young, free, single, and kiss a lot of foreign guys this year at the club I like going to. I think that's a better plan for me at the moment. Don't bother with because I've been on asexual dating sites since 2014. I'm not getting anywhere with that. Do you know what I mean? I like foreign guys, so I like kissing them. So you know what I mean? I think I'm just going to go out clubbing, enjoy the dancing because it's great for my body and exercise. Love dancing. Gonna have some nice kisses this year. And yeah, it could be years before I meet the right person for a relationship. I think, sometimes I'm like 50-50 because I mean, obviously, if I get into a relationship, I can't go around kissing different foreign guys. If I meet the right foreign guy who's Indian and my dream guy, then I won't need to worry about kissing other guys. But I mean, if I'm going out clubbing, I kind of like want to kiss. Why not? But obviously, if I was in a relationship, I couldn't do that. But I still need to go out clubbing because it's very, very good for me. So I kind of need a guy who'll go out clubbing with me, really, every now and again, once a month at least. Do you know what I mean? It's good for me. I don't want to be indoors all the time. I want to be out dancing and having a good time. So yeah, so thank you so much. But yeah, so Eddie, I hope that's kind of giving you some insight. And some of them are just scammers in general. Like whether they're asexual dating sites or sexual dating sites, you're always going to get some scammers. You get the ones that ask for money, the ones that try and get access to your bank account. They do that type of thing, whatever site you're on, whether it's asexual or not asexual. So you've got some people that don't just hone in specifically on asexuals. They just bad people in their intention sometimes, and that's got nothing to do with the fact you're asexual. It's just got to do with the fact that, that they want to be that type of person. But I do think there is a deeper vulnerability with asexuals. And, it is hard because I've been in that position over my asexual life journey. When I was first in 2014, I was a lot more vulnerable back then, I wasn't as strong as I am now. I've got stronger over the years, I was very, vulnerable. I'm still not perfect. I still get too emotionally attached to guys quickly. It's it's probably my Achilles heel, one of my Achilles heel, maybe the Achilles heel, is I get too emotionally attached to guys. I'm trying to get rid of that. I'm trying my best, thinking, well, connect with different guys, Sandra, kiss some different foreign guys, don't get attached to them. I'm trying my best to stop doing that because I don't think it's healthy for me. But it's hard when you're naturally a person who really wants a serious committed relationship and wants to just love one guy for kind of like forever, and you really want that guy to be the right guy for you and do that exactly back how you like it. It's very difficult when you can't find that person. And when someone comes into your life, it does give you that glimmer of hope that maybe this is going to be the right guy, but it never usually is, And, you know, I do like my single life. I don't want to give it up for just anyone. And sometimes I don't even know, like, sometimes I'm like, you know, like, maybe I'm not suited to a relationship, you know, because I'm so, like my freedom. I kind of feel like when I'm in a relationship, I've got to be in a certain type of role. But maybe that's just me bad thinking. I need to change my thinking. So that's why I'm trying different things. You know, me kissing the guys in the club who I don't even know is very brave for me to do. You know, I've done it twice so far, but I'm consciously doing it. It's a conscious thing. I'm not like randomly doing it. Like, I made that decision to do it. So I've given myself that permission, and that makes me feel better about it because I've allowed myself to experiment. Like, I saw one dating coach, which I follow a lot, and he said, allow yourself to experiment. And that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. I'm allowing myself the time to experiment without beating myself up about the fact, oh, you're kissing a guy outside of a relationship. What are you doing, Sandra? Because of course that's a little inner critic at me. It's like, why are you doing this? What's the point of it? What are you doing this for? That's my inner critic. But the other part of me is like, I need to do this. I need to get detached from guys. I need to have experience of being with different guys in a romantic setting so that I'm not having a lack mindset. So when you have a lack mindset, it's because you don't think there's anyone else out there for you. And so you kind of latch on to the person that comes your way because you're thinking, I'm never going to get another person like this ever again. And lots of people do it. Male and female people do this, particularly, I think, more females. I'm not sure, but people do this, right? You know, like, we kind of, like, you know, admittedly latch on to the fact that this might be the right person. We want it to be the right person. And, you know, it's sad when it's not, and then you get emotionally invested in that person very, very quickly. It can break your heart very easily, and it means you're a very vulnerable person, you know. And so I don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want to be that type of, but I still want to keep some vulnerability about me and emotionalness. I don't want to completely get so hard that I'm not like that anymore. I don't think I ever will be that hard person, but I need to toughen up. You know, I don't think I'm emotionally tough enough. I think I really need to emotionally be tougher. Whether I'll succeed in that or not, I don't know. I think I'm getting better. I think I will continue to get better. But that's why I need to, in order to get abundance mindset, I need to prove to myself categorically there is guy after guy after guy out there that's genuinely got some sort of interest in me. Yeah. So when you're trying to get an abundance mindset, you have to prove to yourself that you can have abundance, whether that's abundance in money, relationships, health, wealth, whatever it is, you know. You have to, and the one way you do it, proving that, is by putting yourself in that position. So that's why I'm putting myself in the position of kissing different foreign guys, because one, it's a good experience for me to actually kiss foreign guys when I haven't done it for quite a while. And, you know, it's like, you know, I don't crave that if I'm doing it. I don't crave that in a relationship because I don't crave a relationship as much, which is healthier for me. I don't want to crave. It's like the British guy that obviously that said about the dating, right? Am I a little, you know, that's not even messaged me again back at the moment. It's like, you know, I've got a little bit of emotional attachment to him very, very, very quickly since the 29th of December. It's like, what's going on with that? Why have you got any emotional attachment to this guy whatsoever? You might never hear from him ever again in your life, which is fine. I mean, he's only 20. He's not my ideal type of guy, if I'm honest. I prefer younger foreign guys, right? But he did have a lot of good things I liked about him in message, right? And so, you know, but he's not even my typical look that I like. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, why are you getting emotionally attached to this guy a little tiny bit even when you don't know him? He's hardly spoke to you. Why are you like that? Do you know what I mean? Why are you feeling anything like that? And so I'm questioning this about myself. And I think that's what you have to do in your asexual life journey. You have to question yourself and you have to try to train and retrain yourself. I need to retrain myself, like in relationships, dating, and also in my mind. I'm constantly trying to retrain my brain in terms of career as well, you know, retrain my brain, you know. And so it's hard. It's not an easy thing to do, but it is possible, you know. And so in order for asexuals to be less vulnerable with people who come on the internet and try to friend us, thinking those people want friendship, they don't. I mean, one asexual person a long, long time ago, years ago, wrote, "Oh, this guy's asked me for dick pics," and it's like, he's not asexual, and she thought he's asexual. It's like, I doubt he's asexual very much. I really doubt it. Why is he asking for dick pics? But not dick pics. Why is he asking you for pics? Basically to fulfill his dick. That's what I was going to say. But I mean, I got asked on asexuality.org for nude photographs from a supposed asexual guy in the UK. So kind of like, why? If you're asexual, why would you ask for that? Do you know what I mean? Straight away, as soon as you start messaging someone, it's ridiculous. Asexual or not, it's ridiculous. That's one of those other absolutely insane things that I've ever heard, you know. But if a guy is on Facebook randomly messaging you asking for pictures, I hate it. It's what a lot of sexuals do though. Like I thought about going on a sexual cougar site, right? I actually thought about signing up to it, but the one that's most popular is the one you have to pay for, right? And I'm not into sexual guys, right? And I'm guessing most of the young guys on there want sex with older women. That's a point I would have probably thought. And I don't really look like the people on there. They're older women. They look older. Do you know what I mean? But I thought about doing that. But, you know, it's kind of like, I don't want to get emotionally attached to any of those type of guys. Do you know what I mean? Because it wouldn't be good for me. It wouldn't be good for me. And, like, I kind of feel out of place that I wasn't really old enough for them, in the sense I'm not really that old. Because I don't behave old. I don't have the mindset of old or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? But you know, if I was going on there, I'd have to be really mentally prepared in my mind to not get emotionally attached to these people. In the old days, it was a thing to do to swap pics like that and all. But as you get older, it's just too much effort. Well, that's not true, Eddie. It's not true, because for everyone to do that when I've been in heterosexual relationships, which is for half my life, including in my teens, no heterosexual partner of mine ever asked me for a nude photograph. Ever. None of my heterosexual exes. None of the foreign guys. I've had 3 foreign boyfriends in the past. None of them asked me for nude photographs. None of my British heterosexual exes ever asked me for nude photographs. So that is not true in the old days. It might be true for you or some other people, but it's not true for every person. And it's not true for every heterosexual, because none of mine asked for that. I've been in a lot of heterosexual relationships. Before 2012, I was in heterosexual relationships for nearly all my life, apart from a 6-month break. That, you know, like the total 6-month break with one person. And I was in the relationship since I had a relationship when I was 6 years old. Then I didn't have anything till I was 14, I think. Something like that, 14, definitely 15 and up. I was in from age 15, birth certificate age, to literally 2012. I was in heterosexual relationships without hardly ever having a break, basically. I used to not have self-love. I used to need to be in a relationship. I couldn't be without a guy in a relationship. I'm the opposite now, you know? Now I don't even know if I'm 100%. I do want one. But a lot of the time I'm thinking, do you really want a relationship, Sandra? Because quite frankly, you love your single life so much. You like going out dancing, snogging guys. So what's the point? So it's not a thing to do. Like, it may be a thing that a lot of guys do, but it's not the thing to do, because it's not what I've known, not in my lifetime. But in the UK singles group that I'm in, that's the type of thing they would do, you know? That's not for asexuals, you know? They would probably do nude photographs and stuff like that. But if anyone asked me, even from a sexual dating site, so for example, I was on Plenty of Fish for a short period of time before, and you know, they would always say to me, you know, like, some of them would say, "Oh, have you got any more pics?" And it's like, I want you to fancy my face and be attracted to my face, not anything else, you know? And clearly my face is on there, picture. So I was going to say, what was I going to say? I was going to link that to the sexual cougar site I saw. I can't remember. I was going to say something about that. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I think a sexual cougar site. Oh, that's right. I've remembered now. On the sexual cougar site, the women on there were doing rules. You know, the site's run by women. It was doing rules for guys dating women on there, young guys. And it said, please, guys, do not ask for more photographs. It's one of the most annoying things women get, is don't ask for more photographs from women. It's a big no-no. It's like, you can see their picture. That's it. Because we really hate that type of thing. So it's not just me that doesn't like it as an asexual person. There are heterosexual cougars out there that don't like it either. Sam, I never swapped pictures, even in my previous relationships with sexuals. Exactly. I never did it. So maybe Eddie did that type of thing, but I didn't ever have that. None of my exes, sexual exes, ever asked me for that. I would have run a mile if they did. People use it to blackmail you a lot of the time as well. There's no way I would do that. Different expectations does not make it any less true. Different expectations does not, different experience does not make it any less true. But me and Sam, well, in me and Sam's world, obviously it's not true, but in your world it is. Same world. Yeah, different experiences. But mine and Sam's experiences aren't the same as yours. So when you said it in the old days it was the thing to do to swap pics, that was the life you led, not the life we led. Do you see what I mean? It's the same world, different perspective. Different, yeah. I am sure that many people do it. Yeah, I do. I do think, yeah, they do, I'm sure, but I don't think it's an olden day thing. I think it's still a modern day thing as well, Eddie. Because when I was on Plenty of, well, when I was regional, well, when I was on Plenty of Fish, that's the type of thing they they were asking me for more pictures then. Obviously, they didn't actually say the word nude, but they asked me for pictures. But the guy on asexuality.org, asexuality.org, as you're probably aware, is the biggest online forum for asexuals. Loads, Plenty of Fish. Yeah, I only went on there briefly for 10 days. They chucked me out because I didn't want sex. Apparently, I upset their algorithm because I mentioned the word sex and I don't want sex. But there's other asexuals on there that they don't want sex in their profile and they didn't get banned. And they said, oh, it was a computer thing because you used the word sex even though you said you didn't want it. Because I told them I didn't want it. You can come back. It's like, no, thanks. I had sexuals after me constantly on there. You on that forum, what, the asexuality.org one are you talking about, or Plenty of Fish? Yeah, well, in asexuality.org, there is a guy, Indian guy, from what I remember, in the UK. So I'm attracted to Indian guys. He was in the UK, and I messaged him, and he was in his 20s. The .org one. Yeah, the .org, asexuality.org. Yeah, asexuality. Oh, not com. Did I say .com? I do apologise. I meant .org, asexuality.org, Avon, Asexuality Visibility Education Network. So, Plenty of Sam. I have an account which says I want a sex-free relationship. I don't generally hear from people about Plenty of Fish. I mean, right, okay. I think Eddie's talking about. He's on asexuality.org, and Sam's talking about they're on Plenty of Fish. Yeah. So in asexuality.org, there was I think he was an Indian guy in the UK. He's definitely foreign in the UK. And he's 23. And I messaged him because I was interested. He mentioned a comment on something. I can't remember if it's one of my videos or one of my posts. And he mentioned something. And then, or maybe it was, I can't remember, something he saw about me. And so I decided to message him. And he goes, and straight away he said, oh, yeah, I'm interested in a relationship, but I want nudes. Straight away. He has to have nudes in a relationship. That was his stipulation. I'm like, I can't do that. So if you want a nice quiet profile on Plenty of Fish, just say no sex. Yeah, if you say no, but yeah, no, it doesn't work like that because Sam said it wants. They said, sorry, I've been really good at saying they, and I've now cocked up. Sorry, Sam. Sam said they want a sex relationship. I said I want a no sex relationship and got loads of sexual guys on there. So yes, I got really weird. I got these two brothers on there. It was really freaky. There was an older brother who was messaging me originally somewhere in the UK, apparently. I don't necessarily know if they actually were because he looked like he was from Nigeria. But anyway, he had a picture with no top on. So you could see all his nipples and everything, clearly showing his chest off. And he was talking to me, and I said, because in my profile I put the age group I was interested in, and he was older. And he said, I'm actually out of your age group a bit. What do you think of me? And I said that I do prefer younger guys usually. He goes, oh, my little brother, he's looking for a girlfriend. And maybe you would be interested in him. And it was really freaky. One day, I told him I wasn't interested in sex. I kept telling him, he goes, "Oh, you're a really nice, polite lady. It's so good to speak to a lady." And then anyway, his little brother started messaging me. I didn't realise it was his brother. I didn't realise they'd used the same account and swapped over to his little brother. So then his brother was messaging me, and it was from the same account, and that was just freaky. All his nipples. What did he have? 27 nipples. That's funny. Sam. One said he had a high sex drive. Clearly didn't read my profile. Oh, Sam, I get very few messages, maybe 1 or 2 a month. Laugh out loud. Oh, Sam once said he had a high sex drive. Clearly didn't read my profile. No, that's what I mean. They don't read your profile, but on Plenty of Fish, God, I couldn't get off the thing. When I was on it, I used to get constantly messaged. And it's kind of like addictive. You kind of get addicted to the attention these guys are giving you, even if you don't want them, because it's kind of like they seem really interested in you. And I spent about 4 hours once trying to find an Indian guy in the UK that was asexual on Plenty of Fish. I thought there must be one on there. 4 hours I went through. I used the filters, and you can put like ethnicity, and I put Indian on there in the UK. And I was trying to find all the Indian guys in the UK. And then I went, I think, Bangladesh in the UK, and then Pakistani or something. I went through the foreign guys that I could. And it's like, but, no one was suitable. Was not his brother. It was him role-playing another person. Well, see, I'm not sure whether it was his little brother or it was him, because I didn't know it was his little brother. I was talking to the same person as far as I was concerned. It was exactly the same person. And then all of a sudden, he said to me, "I'm not actually him. I'm his little brother." So I'm not sure if it was his brother or if it was him. So I was in 2 minds, Eddie, because I was literally talking to the older one for quite a while. I carried on talking to the older one. Then all of a sudden, one day, this guy's like, "I'm not the older one. I'm his younger brother. I'm so-and-so." And I'm like, well, which guy was I actually talking to like before then on this message? So I got really, really confused as to whether it was just one person or it was 2. Because like you said, if I wanted a younger guy, he might have just been posing as a younger version of him at the same time. Or there might have genuinely been another guy that took over his, messages that was his younger brother. It's quite possible he did have a younger brother doing that, because I was like talking, I thought I was talking to the same person all the time. And then all of a sudden, because he said about his younger brother looking for a girlfriend, but maybe you'd be interested. But I didn't really respond to that as such. I don't think. I can't remember what I said. But I wasn't saying, get him to speak to me. I don't know if I said get him to speak to me eventually, or he can speak to me. I can't remember. But this particular time, I was busy in conversation with this guy that I thought was the older one. And all of a sudden, he's like, "I'm not him. I'm his younger brother." And I'm like, "Oh, well, who the heck am I talking to then?" It's got very confusing. So, yeah, I don't know if it was his brother or if it was, and he was role-playing or not, or what. I got so confused in the end. But luckily, when I was off there, he didn't couldn't message me ever again. So, if I ever went on Plenty of Fish, really, I'd need to be on there like all the time, and I wouldn't have any time for anything else. Do you know what I mean? Because I really want to find the right asexual guy for me. And there must be, I thought, an asexual guy on there. There must be somewhere an asexual foreign guy who doesn't even know he's asexual, who really wants a relationship. There must be an Indian asexual guy somewhere in the UK who likes a British girl, who doesn't need a visa, who's not into marriage, who doesn't need kids, who likes a career girl, who really wants love, true love. There must be someone out there. I don't believe there's not, I believe there's an Indian guy somewhere, and he wants a relationship like I do, and I will meet him one day. But until that day comes along, do you know what I mean? It's like, It's like, you've just got to like live your best life, really, and enjoy life, But yeah, so there's a lot of scammers on sadly there's a lot of scammers on on there, a lot of scammers on ASAP as well, which is a shame. Not everyone's a scammer on ASAP, but there are quite a few. It's like this guy, I blocked him straight away because he's like, Paul. He says he's Nigeria, but I mean, he's just changed his profile. Do you know what I mean? he's now says he's a biromantic asexual, but he keeps changing. But he said, "Oh, love me when I least deserve it, because that's when I really need it." It's like, well, if you don't deserve love, then don't bother, mate. It's like, I think he's changed his name as well. Some of them, they just change their names. One of them's copied one of my t-shirt designs on here, so I asked them to remove it, and they still haven't even seen the message. It's like, how the heck did you do that? I just like literally copied my whole design as their profile pic. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just like some of these are just so random. Oh yeah, this guy, right? This is one of those other guys, right? Here we go again, one of these scammers. 52 male confused from the USA. I work for the USA. I work for the US Army. Call me on WhatsApp. Relationship, profession, US Army. Trying to quit. In other words, it's some dodgy guy again. Do you know what I mean? So you get these. He put, "Hello, how are you?" I put, "I'm looking for a younger guy only." And then he just completely ignores me and goes, "It's nice to meet you here. What's your name?" Do you know what I mean? This is another insane person that's writing insane, silly stuff. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, it does actually say in my profile my name. Do you know what I mean? It says both my I think maybe use all caps. Asexuals hate all capital letters. They hate all capital letters because they say it's shouting. Even in titles, they don't like it, I don't think. But yeah, these just people just like, you know what I mean? So that person's fine. Oh, this was another guy on there, clearly sexual guy. He lives in the USA. Surprise, surprise. Thought he's confused. Military man. Here we go. Military man. I think maybe use all caps. UK men only. No sex. I don't know. You have to shout. Oh, you mean in the sexual date? You mean if not, get a bat? You mean in the sexual? You mean in the sexual? Oh well, in the Plenty of Fish. Oh, in Plenty of Fish, I was getting people from the UK. I wasn't getting people abroad, as far as I knew. It was the UK. It was UK. But in terms of the sexual groups, I did actually write a post in one of the other sexual groups that got a lot of flack for, because I put, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want the other. I put 5 don'ts, right, and the rest do's. And they paid more attention to the don'ts than the do's. I think those do's were in capital letters. And they go, well, you don't want anything then, do you? Scream in the person's ear. Well, at the end of the day, if they can't be bothered to read my profile and they can't take me seriously or whatever, it's their problem, really, isn't it? I haven't got time to waste. The only reason I'm doing this, I like to keep this information to tell you on here, and to tell you what happened today about the guy asking me to go to a hotel when he just first met me. I mean, I can help other people on here to just at least shed some light on the way these type of people are. Some of them, it's like this person again is confused. 43. Am seeking for honest woman. This is on ASAP. It's pretty obvious that he's after sex. He put hello ? I mean, that's another insane thing. Why say hello and then put 3 question marks when he's actually messaging me? And I put, you are not what I'm looking for. Kill them with kindness. Oh, actually, you say kill them with kindness, Eddie. I did a really good thing, right? Take a bat, write on it kindness, and to do problem solved. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't batter someone just because they're not asexual. But yeah, when you say kill them with kindness, actually, I wrote a post in the sexual UK singles group, which I have to say most people in that group are not actually from the UK. And I'm trying to find it. And I did receive some positive thumbs up from it. And it's in the UK singles group, which is the sexual singles group. And I put Happy New Year and stuff to them. Where did I put it? I'm trying to find it now. Let me see if I can find it. I'm trying to find it. Where has it gone? It's because I'm not in there very much anymore. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what I wrote to the UK singles group. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that or if it looks backwards on your screen. But anyway, I killed them with kindness because I put not because they're asexual, but not because they are not asexual, but because they can't read a damn profile. Yeah, so anyway, I put the UK singles, this is a sexual group, and it's got 11 positive, you know, reactions. 11, no negative in the UK singles group, which I've got negativity from before, right? A lot. So I've put wishing everyone a beautiful and fantastic new year. Always remember that sex and love are two separate things with two kisses. I've actually put that, see, in the sexual dating group, the highly sexual dating group, the UK singles group. See? See, love and sex are two separate things. I'm getting bolder and braver in that group. Oh yeah, we can see it. Thank you, Sam. I didn't know if you could see it or not. So the only thing, I've got one silly comment, but I put laughing because it was quite funny. But so far, I've got 1 heart to it and 10 thumbs up. So I mean, obviously, most of these people live abroad and want visas that are giving it thumbs up. But hey, at least I'm sharing the love. So this one guy who lives in the UK, who's older guy, it was quite funny. So I thought I'll just put a laughing face on this. He put, yeah, I love my malt whiskey, but ain't gonna have sex with it. Happy New Year with a kiss. So I put ha ha because I thought I could see the funny side. And this is a guy that's tried to friend me before. This is a guy that's tried to friend me with before. And he put, yeah, I love you. Well, I love you. And I've put, oh, thanks with a kiss. And he put, you are welcome anytime. And then he put, hi, this other guy put, hi, Sandra, you okay? With a kiss. He writes this to every woman in there. And he put, and I put, great, thanks, with a kiss back. And he put, Sandra, good to hear. What you up to? This guy asked to be my friend a long time ago, but, you know, I don't, he looks like he's got some thing wrong with him, I think. Not that there's anything wrong with someone having something wrong with them, but yeah, I just don't want to get involved. And then this guy is like, oh, this is the guy that was linked to a woman that literally did the housework in the nudity. So this is him. So he put Happy New Year. I put thank you with a kiss. He put, Sandra, if you interested in me, look at Facebook. And I put, I looked and we wouldn't be suitable. Thanks. This was a guy that lives in the UK. But when I looked through his profile, he was clearly a very, very sexual guy because he likes women, lots of women, which have basically disgusting stuff on it, which I don't even think you really want to see. Yeah, hi Westlife. Yeah, basically his friends are women that have got stockings and suspenders on, or that one woman I told you about that does cleaning in the nod. That's a friend of his, not a page he's following, but he's friends with the woman who you can pay to basically come and do your housework naked on top. And just has a little apron around her so she's stark naked. You know, and these people have like, a lot of them have just got stockings and suspenders and boobs hanging out. It's disgusting. And they all are women from what I can see. So, you know, why would I want to be with a guy like that? Why would I be interested when I said I don't want sex? Why would I be interested in a guy like that? It's just pointless. I don't know why these people even bother. Why do these people even bother? But there you go. That's the insanity. That makes no sense to me. Why have someone clean nude? What if they spill bleach? I love you, my friend. Worst life. What is this channel about? This channel is about asexuality, which is a sexual orientation that is the lack of sexual attraction. So in other words, I don't get the need, urge, or want for partnered sexual intercourse with anyone in the entire world. I do, however, have attraction to guys, romantically, aesthetically, emotionally, intelligently, and a lot of other ways, spiritually. Yes, so I like guys. I'm into guys. So yeah, I do a lot of videos about dating and relationships, some stuff about mindset, personal growth, self-development, all that type of thing. But asexuality is its main focus because that's what I am, asexual. So yeah, so asexuality is a sexual orientation that's a lack of sexual attraction. This video has been about things that are inappropriate to say to an asexual person, or indeed any person, when you don't know them. So yeah, so what if they spill bleach? That's so funny, Sam. Oh, okay. And I'm just a fella that roams around looking for good chats. That's not true, Eddie. You're in a relationship with an asexual person, you've said. So that's not, you're not just a fella that roams around looking for good chats. So yeah, so I think I'm going to conclude tonight's video anyway, because I think I've been streaming for over 2 hours now. But I think you get the understanding of what it's like to be. Yeah, I know this, but I think it's. I know what Worst Life didn't know this, though, did they? So we all do. So I think it's really, really important that that you do keep a guard and wits about you when you're online. Because asexuals are 1% of the population in general, then it's likely we are going to meet someone online, so it can make it more difficult for us. But I think you've just got to suss people out. If they're asking you to do stuff that's too intimate too soon, then including sharing a bed with them, sharing a hotel room with them, or sharing intimate space with them, then obviously you've got to watch that really carefully. And like Eddie said earlier, you've got to watch people's actions rather than just their words. It's very, very important. Very, very important. So yes. Anyway, I will love you and leave you for now. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. I'm going to be seeing my asexual best friend Sam, who's in the chat, very, 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 very soon. So I can't wait. Well, it's a few hours yet, but I can't wait. It's less. It's less than 10 hours now, isn't it? I think. Yeah, just a little bit. So yeah, it's really, really good. So thank you so much for tuning in. I want to say a lot of love to everyone that's tuned in tonight. Thank you, Eddie, as always. Big kiss to you. Thank you, Sam, my best friend. Thank you so much as well to everyone else that's been in chat. Thank you to Claire. Lots of love. Thank you to Heather. Lots of love that was in the chat earlier. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you to Dwayne, who came in here. Thank you to the people that interrupted the stream with naughty stuff that I deleted. Thank you to the person from Italy called Foxy Rain. Lots of kisses and loves to you too. Love to everyone. Everyone has love. So, Sandra, see you in 8 hours and 42 minutes. You've got it down to 2. It's really good. I better get some sleep. Anyway, until next time, embrace your quirky and each other's. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please hit the great big subscribe button right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live right now or post a new video. And don't forget to always embrace your quirky and each other's and share this channel with anyone you think may benefit from it. Please share this channel, because I'm sure that we can help to raise more awareness of asexuality and also important discussion topics about how to look after yourself and keep yourself safe from people such as abusers, which obviously is quite big online at the moment. Manipulators, all that type of thing. It's very, very important that we look after each other and that this channel is here. You know, it's more than just an asexuality channel. I call it the personal development and self-growth channel for asexuals, because I'm here to help you as much as possible with my own asexuality journey in order to help you in yours to live a better life, be happier, be healthier, be more energized, be more enjoying your asexual life as much as possible, and to keep pain at bay and happiness alive, and to really improve your life. So if that sounds like something you want, please literally subscribe if you haven't already, and share this channel. You know, asexualized my asexual life is what they need to subscribe to, and I will see you on the next video live stream. Thank you so much, Sam. Bye, Heather, Eddie, Sandra, and everyone else. Bye. Lots of love to you all. Bye. Take care. Thanks for being here.